What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I'm Kyle Carlson, and this is the Vital BMX Weekly Update, where we discuss everything going on at vitalbmx.com and in the BMX world. I'm a few days late here. I apologize. It has been a hectic week. In addition to the Nitro World Games Qualifiers, I'm also actually moving, which if you've ever moved before, I'm sure you know how much moving absolutely sucks. On top of that, now I'm feeling quite under the weather, and everything's pretty terrible. But let's talk about some fun stuff. Sabrosa made a beer. If you follow Sabrosa on social media or check their website, you probably knew this was coming. It is a collaboration with Hourglass Brewing out of the Orlando area. Real psyched they sent some over. I haven't got a chance to taste it yet, but I absolutely will and give you a full review, and I'll probably be drunk. As you probably saw, Nitro World Games qualifying went down this past week in Lake Perris, California. Day 1 was the triple hit qualifying, and day 2 was best tricks. Starting with triple hit, a couple things that really stood out to me. Number 1, it was my first time seeing 14-year-old Marcus Christopher ride in person. He absolutely lived up to all of the online hype and ended up making it into the actual contest. He qualified in 7th. Also, Eric Riziev from Russia and Kenneth Tencio from Costa Rica both made it in. They were both in the top 3. Both of those guys didn't ride the event last year, so it's nice to get some fresh faces out there. Nick Bruce qualified in 1st, and honestly, his run that he threw down in qualifying probably would have won the entire contest last year. As we transition into the best tricks, I think it's worth noting that David Godziak from Poland came over and qualified for both triple hit and best tricks. So congrats to David for that. I think the thing I was most excited about with the best tricks contest is that dirt shredder TJ Ellis is finally embracing it. TJ is absolutely one of the best dirt riders in the world, and if he really gets into riding this big ramp, I guarantee he's going to change the way it's done. Also, Jacob Bailey is absolutely killing it. Jacob tried to ride the event last year but didn't quite make it in, but he's far more dialed this year and threw down some solid moves. And Zach Warden is back at it, still doing backflip bike flip to tail whips, which is absolutely insane. I'm pretty sure nobody else has even done a backflip bike flip. So the fact that he's pretty consistently doing tail whips out of it is absolutely mind-blowing. We have a full list of qualified riders on the site. Also, there will be a few wildcard riders announced. We don't have details on those yet, so we don't have the full lineup, but I'm sure we will very soon. The X Games Vert Qualifier went down in San Diego this past weekend. I was really bummed I had to miss it. The park's about 10 minutes from my house, but I was in the middle of moving. Fortunately, it looked like a great time. A lot of guys came out to ride the ramp. I was kind of confused about the whole qualifying aspect of this because guys like Vince Byron and Simon Tabron, who are already qualified, competed in this. So I don't honestly know exactly who's making it into X Games, but the top 3 was Vince Byron, Simon Tabron, and Michael Laren. Speaking of Vince Byron, he mentioned to me that he's no longer riding for Monster Energy. Vince said that his contract was up and they chose not to re-sign him. No word on if he's the only one or if other riders are getting let go, but hopefully that's not the case. Good luck to Vince in finding a next move. In about 12 hours, I am hopping on a plane and heading to Montpellier, France for the first stop of this year's FISE World Tour. Starting off with some bad news, it's my understanding that the dirt contest has been canceled. However, we still have park, flatland, and mini ramp, as well as amateur and girls competitions. It's a shame to hear about a dirt event getting canceled because there really just aren't enough dirt events out there, but I'm sure it's still going to be an awesome weekend of BMX. Expect to see all sorts of updates on vitalbmx.com to the point that you're probably annoyed. And if you're anywhere near Montpellier, France, hop on a plane or a train or in your car and come hang out. It's not a weekend to miss. After Montpellier, I think I'm home one day, and then I'm off to Guadalajara, Mexico for the next stop of the Vans BMX Pro Cup. The next couple weeks are going to be a bit crazy, but I'm looking forward to it. That's it for this week. For more on anything we talked about in this video, hit the links below, and I will see you next week.